Okay, so before we get this battle started, let me just explain one thing. Basically, I didn't record this battle. It's actually from 1104 Lebron's side of things. I'm on the opposite side of the battle. As you'll see, it says that he's challenged by me. That's just because I didn't record it in my versus recorder. My DS was kind of acting laggy at the time, so yeah, I wasn't able to record it. And he had to send me his salve, and I had to record it from there. So just to keep in mind that I'm on the opposite side of this battle, and not the usual back side. Like, yeah. So yeah, enjoy the battle. Yeah. So yeah, as you heard, I failed and shit. So just allow me. I'll probably never do that again in my entire life. So yeah, great. He goes into his pro ugly. I go into my Nido Queen. Obviously, he's gonna go for a fake out. Who doesn't go for a fake out on these pro ugly Persian ambipom leads? They all go for fake out, and then yes. But I get the first turn poison pointing hacks. Very very funny, very funny, and yeah, obviously I flinch because that's what fake out does. So yeah, the poison does kind of play a role in this game, which is kind of hacksy, I guess. But what you're gonna do is just part of the game. He goes for the stab return. I know I can take a stab return and go for my stealth rocks here because this Nido Queen just packs entry hazards. I think it's like toxic spike, stealth rocks, earth power, and then like I don't know something. So toxic, yeah. So I go into my Jupiter predicting a return. Obviously, he doesn't have the stealth rock, so I know I can safely switch back into my Nido Queen later on as Death Father or something. So he goes for a stab return, does absolutely jack shit to my Soul Rock. Okay, just gonna go for an eruption, and he switches out via U-turn, which I didn't predict. Yeah, it's not stab, but it's super effective. So it's gonna bring me down to around 50% hit points, and yes, but obviously gonna weaken my eruption. So anyway, and it was resisted by a Sharpedo, so it does even more reason for it to do absolutely nothing. Yeah. So I go for the eruption, as you do see, he does like 0 hit points, and not that it doesn't really matter because I'm able to revenge kill it, as you'll see later. He goes for the crunch stab, super effective crunch. It is enough to take out my my physical wall here, my Soul Rock, which is kind of sad because Soul Rock just looks so badass when it's shiny, so cool. So so yeah, he goes back into no. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm used to commentating like from the front. So yeah, I go into my Scoffs and Goose. He probably thought I was like life upped and then was able to outspeed me, and that's why he didn't go for an Aqua Jet. But I am Scarfed. Go for this close combat, super effective. It is enough to take out his Sharpedo, so that's good for me. His penis is rough dick, hurts me though, so yeah, it doesn't really matter though. It does like almost at 8% of my hit points. He goes back into his Perugly. I don't want to take a fake out with -1 defenses, so I go back into my. I don't go back into it. I go into my Ampharos here to take a fake out. Ampharos is quite godly, and you should probably be put into UU because like it just max, it just owns the whole of NU. But anyway, yeah. So his Perugly died to life orb and poison damage, and he goes straight into a Sand Slash. He predicts me to switch out throwing the Earthquake and goes for the Swords Dance. I predicted that and went for a substitute. So yeah, that was kind of pro on my part, I guess. So now I'm able to take him out with Focus Blast. But as you will see in a few seconds here, he goes for the EQ to break my sub. Obviously, it's going to break my sub. It's Sword Starts and it's Stab, and it's super effective. That's a lot of hit points we're talking about there. Could probably break 5 subs with that. Like 5 subs. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so I go for the Focus Blast, and it misses, which is absolutely bullfuck, and I have nothing else to take an EQ since my Soul Rock, my only levitator, died. So yeah, not died but like fainted. So if Pokemon die, like yeah, that would kind of be a problem. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so he goes for the EQ. I have nothing else to take an EQ after that. My Pika Fake die here, just so I can come in and revenge kill this Sand Slash with something. I go into my Gypsy King. Obviously, he's gonna fade a 4 times effective Grass Bomb and switch Grass Bomb, Seed Bomb, and switch out into his Raichu, which gets fucking dominated by the Seed Bomb anyway. So it was either his Raichu or his Bantler, as you'll see, or that Sun Slash. Obviously, he valued his Sun Slash more than the others, and therefore went into this thing and just got anally raped by Seeds. So like, yeah, because it's explosive Seeds, like trademarked by Bin Laden and shit, given to Shift 3, custom made and stuff. So yeah, anyway, he goes into his Stantler. I'm just gonna go for a stab, Sucker Punch, which is gonna flipping dominate him. Shift 3 is also a beast in NU. So yeah, just yeah, Life Orb Shift 3. I might have to run Scarf Shift because like, yeah, slap a Scarf or anything and it's fucking lethal. So he goes into his Raticate, to take the what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know, I can take a Facade or a return or a quick attack when he doesn't have his Guts ability. So I'm able to play with some swords, but I get my attack boost. But he's faster, so I'm kind of face palming there, and yeah, so he gets poisoned by his Toxical, but I know I can still take a Sucker Punch because it's not stabbing, it's not affected. But I know I could take a Sucker Punch. I didn't actually expect him to use a Sucker Punch. I didn't even know Raticate had Sucker Punch. So, and he's faster, so that kind of fucked me over. My Sucker Punch failed. I'm predicting him to go for another Sucker Punch, so I do switch out, so that Sucker Punch fails. I'm predicting, no, yeah, I just let my Nidoqueen die here for toxic damage to rack up, and I believe he's Life Orb. No, yeah, I'm talking about toxic. What the fuck am I talking about? He can't be Life Orb. I'm talking about. So yeah, he goes into. I go into Pro, predict the Sucker Punch, go into Gypsy King. I think he predicts that and goes for the Facade. Yeah, he goes for the Facade, predicting that, which kind of failed out to let my Gypsy King die. Gypsy King kind of had a sweep going on until this rat kick came out. But yeah, so here, right here, is determined by whether who out predicts the other. So like, I go to my Pro, predicting to go for the Sucker Punch. If he had predicted me to switch out again and go for a Facade, that probably would have been a good game for him, because he would have been able to Sucker Punch my Zangoose, because all I have is attacking moves since I'm Scarfed. But yeah, he goes for the Sucker Punch on my switch, which was just vital. He dies to poison damage, and yeah, I'm able to go for a Specs Water Pulse on his switch into Sun Slash, which is obviously 4 times effective, and since Specs is enough to take him out. So that was a very, very, very good game. 1140 Lebron. It was a very good game, LeBron. It was a very good game, Thomas. Yeah, it all came down to that one prediction, I think. So yeah, if you like what you see here, please subscribe to the Poke Battlers. Also, please check out my channel. The link will be in the description. And yes, sub me up. It's Derekx5000 here, guys. I'll catch you later in another battle. Peace.